Hi, it's John and welcome once again to Jam Life Tech Talk. Today we're taking a look at some new accessories for the Sony ZV-1. Do they solve the issues that the camera has had? Let's take a tech adventure. So before we get started, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. It really does help this channel out. If you like this video, please give us a big thumbs up and ring the bell so that you will know when we drop great tech videos right here. In regards to the ZV-1, most people I think had 3 issues. And that's battery life, 24mm lens not being wide enough, especially when steady shot or catalyst browse is added, and also form factor, being too small to get a good grip on the camera. So let's see how the accessories I have in front of me really do solve those problems. And the first one I want to show you is the small grip cage with wooden handle grip. So for me, this solves 2 of the issues. Firstly, the battery power. As you can see here in this image, you can move the tripod over to the end and attach a SmallRig universal power bank holder. You can then connect the power bank to your camera and you have longer battery life. Just keep in mind with the Sony ZV-1 in my testing, even with the heat settings turned to high, you will only get around 30 minutes of recording 4K before the camera overheats. But again, this is where the cage will help out dissipating the heat, so you could get a little longer. The other thing the cage seems to solve is form factor. With this great wooden handle, you get a far better grip on the camera, making it not only more ergonomically pleasing, but a better grip allows you to get more stable footage. And if you add this great SmallRig mini top handle for lightweight cameras, you'll get an even better grip on the camera from many angles. Also, with this cage attached, it gives you the versatility to add great accessories like this SmallRig universal magic arm with small ball and lume cube light for when you really are in low light situations. And there are many 1/4" screws dotted around the cage to do that. So lastly, I want to talk about the field of view. And I think that it's agreed by many at 24 degrees, this is a major problem for this camera. Well, Ulanzi seem to have resolved this issue with what they call the WL1 ZV-1 wide angle macro 2-in-1 additional lens for cameras. Wow, what a mouthful. It's valued at $50 US, and what it does is bring the camera's 24mm down to 18mm and give you enough room to not only see much more of what's around you, but give you that little extra width so you can crop down a little for stabilization. The lens also acts as a macro and you can focus with this lens even when extremely close to a subject. Let's go out and take a look at what this lens does while still not affecting color, autofocus or stabilization in catalyst browse.
And here's a field of view test with active track stabilization turned on. You can see a real difference here. Here's a bit of a vlogging test with catalyst browse used for stabilization. Now it's just to see if the lens add-on actually affects the stabilization in catalyst browse, and I can't see any difference between the stabilization with the add-on and the stabilization without. What is highlighted here is the fact that now with that great field of view, we can actually crop in and stabilize and still get a really good looking wide shot. And here you can see that the continuous autofocus is not affected by the lens add-on. You get that same awesome Sony fast autofocus from point to point. And here's the focus with that macro lens. You can even see the specks of dust on my Rodecaster.
So what did you guys think? Any doubts about the Sony ZV-1 are taken away, right? But please leave a comment below if you have purchased any accessories for the ZV-1 that you love and help with any issues you had with the camera. With these accessories, it does make the camera a little more bulky, but that's not really a bad thing for most. And that's it for today's video. Please don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell and give us a big thumbs up. I'll put a link to all the accessories I mentioned in the description down below. And we'll see you on the next Jam Life Tech Adventure.